So tell me this, because on the back of my CDL it said no restrictions.
Yeah.
On the back of yours when you got in 2015, did it say no restrictions as well?
I didn't have no restriction.
Really? So they didn't have none of that for Florida
Nothing.
rules?
No restriction.
Wow, so
It's
that's
the
messed
law.
up.
The law that passed in 2018 that screwed everybody up. And that's
Wow.
what it was. Yep.
What's going on with the truckers? First off, all I have to say is happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure what that day's about, but please do a lot of that drinking when you're not in the truck. But with that said, this is a very important video for a lot of people out there because I'm from California. I know, but I'm from California, and when I got my license, if you did not take it with a manual, you will get restricted to automatic only. Well, I thought that was for everywhere, and it's actually not true. The reason why is because I live in Florida now, and there are, I'm talking about thousands of truck drivers that got a letter recently in the mail that said that they literally have to go back to school and redo everything again.
So, you know, a lot of people know with the new rules and regulations, especially with CDL schools, man, they want you to go to certified accredited schools and all that now. And I made a video about that in the past because in February they changed the rules on that. You can't just go to your mom and pops and learn from them and then jump in the truck anymore. So, what was the situation that happened with you, bro?
Well, I just started out my own trucking company back in October. Yeah, about the end of October there. Came out of the mechanic world and I said, I'm going to do trucking. About a month in it, everything's going great. Money is good, keeping busy. Get a letter in the mail regarding, it was a new driver's license. New driver's license saying, okay, here's your new driver's license. You're now only supposed to drive automatic trucks. So I'm like, shit, how am I going to do that? You know, I got a manual transmission truck. You know, so on the paper it tells you for you to get rid of it, you have to, long story short, you got to get a license again.
You got to go through everything.
Pretty much. The only thing is I got on the phone with Tallahassee and they said, okay, you do not have to retake the exam at the DMV. You should just go there, now with COVID, you got to set an appointment, go to DMV, obtain a permit, and the permit is now not a piece of paper anymore. It's an ID that says CDL learner's permit on the top. And you know, I asked them in there, so if with a learner's permit, can I use that to drive a car? And they also print you the license that you got in the mail. You have to drive with that and the learner's permit. Now the learner's permit is that if you have a truck that's manual, you can't drive it no more. You have to get somebody without restriction to drive the truck.
Is that what's happening to you right now?
And that's what's happened to me.
Man, that's messing up your money. So, okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. Me being from Cali, they made it where they said, yo, if you do not get your CDL with the manual, then you're going to have that restriction. Now, in Florida, what was the rule before that?
Well, this law came back in, because I got my license in 16 or 15.
Uh-huh.
And this applies to anybody that got their license, I think, from 2015 to current. And it's something that if you didn't go take your pre-trip, your skills test and your road test in a manual transmission, you're part of this group here, you will have a restriction on your license. And to redo it, to get it off, you got to redo it.
Like all over.
All over. You got to pay the school fee again, basically get your license all over again. And the way how it's so backed up, you're talking about, you know, even for me, it's like been it's going to be a 7-month process, because you got pre-trip and because you got newcomers and then you got the guys who's trying to get this off their license. So it's just backed up
and it's messed up too, because a lot of these schools, they don't even have manual transmission.
Exactly,
trucks,
and that's what happened to me. To be honest, the school I went to in Miami, they didn't offer me a manual transmission. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, your road test is today, blah blah blah. Your pre-trip, whatever.
Right.
They didn't. I mean, I'm old school. I like my manual transmission. If they would have told me, hey, we got manual transmission, of course I would have done it. You know, I'm all about manual transmission.
Man, so this got crazy. So you didn't even know that there was restrictions.
Things they said, there's like, oh, back in 2018, they sent everybody letters, and I'm like, I mean, I got friends that's also in the same boat, and they said they didn't get letters. I didn't get a letter. If I had known, you know, I would have took care of it from then, because they're saying back then, all you would have to do is just take the road test in a manual transmission, and you get the restriction off. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got to
But now you got to go the whole thing over, all over.
That's crazy. Hey, no, I appreciate it
So,
because
but it's-
you know Florida, they slow on stuff.
yeah, you know, I was talking to somebody about it the other day. It's all a money making thing. You know, I don't got nothing to hide. I paid $750 to the school just to redo this whole thing again.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm wondering, like, yo, I paid all this money 6 years ago to get my license. I know how to drive. You know,
Yeah.
this should have just only. And my feedback is this should only apply to people who's just getting their license now. But people who already have it, you know, it's crazy, man.
So-